What's up YouTube? Today I have a video talking about the top 8 best skateboarders. Obviously there's no such thing as a best skateboarder, so this is sort of just like my opinion of just who is the best of today and why, and just pretty much like my favorites as well as just like overall legends of skateboarding. So what I did is I took 5 or 6 clips from my favorite video parts of these 8 skaters and just put them in this little montage, and I talked about them and sort of explained why I think they're the top 8 skateboarders. So to start it off at number 8 we have Kelvin Hoefler, who I watched skate live at Street League the one time I went, and he was really fun to watch skate. Like, he's one of those skaters where you watch him skate and you're like, wow, that guy's really good at skating. And he mainly skates rails. Like in the video part that I took some clips of, he pretty much only skated rails, which was really cool because that's kind of how I am too. I don't really skate stairs or gaps or much like that. And I know he can because I watch him at Street League, but he's mainly a rail guy, which I think is super cool, plus he kills it at rails. So up next at number 7 is Brandon Biebel, which some people love and some people hate. I don't really know why they hate him, because his Instagram is probably one of the best Instagrams to follow if you skate, because every day he just posts like mind-blowing tricks of just like, he pops his tricks higher than anyone I know besides some other people, but they're coming up, so don't worry about them. But he pops his nollie tricks like over picnic tables, and his Instagram is just blown up with gnarly stuff, like straight like video part worthy tricks just on his Instagram, which I think is super cool. Not to mention his manual tricks are mind-blowing. He will pop over a picnic table into manuals and just crazy stuff. He's just a good all-around great skater.
Damn, it feels good. He's got a hot cap, showing all his boys how we shot him.
Damn, it feels good to be again, the boy helping out with their bills. Although I was born in
At number 6 we have Nyjah Huston, who I'm sure you expected to come up on this list, but he's on this list for a different reason. He is probably one of the best skateboarders of today, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like his personality. I've seen like the clips when he didn't win first place at Street League or whatever, and he like looked back at the guy who won and just like gave him this like evil scowl, and it's like, you should be stoked that your friend won and you got second place. And I've never met him, so I'm not saying facts, but he seems like sort of like a cocky guy to me. And I could be completely wrong, but that's just sort of like the message he puts out to me, which I'm not really a fan of, but he is an amazing skateboarder, so I can't complain. That's why he makes it on the number 6 spot of this list. At number 5 we have Dennis Busenitz, who is on this list because of his style. He has one of the best styles in my opinion. Everything's just so flowy and just like looks cool and fun to watch, and just like fun tricks. I can't like explain it, but I really enjoy watching his skate videos. Like, not gonna lie, he's not the best skater or whatever, but just his style makes me want to watch him skate. Plus he has one of the best skate shoes in the game, so that helps too. Number 4 we have Sean Malto, just because I feel like this list wouldn't be complete without Sean Malto. He seems like an awesome guy. Again, I've never met him, but he just like seems like one of those guys that you hang out with and you're like, wow, Sean's an awesome guy. I could be wrong, but he just puts out like the exact opposite vibe that Nyjah does. He puts out like an awesome, like, would be stoked if his friend won Street League. You're just like an nice guy. Plus his front crooks are amazing. He can front crook all day. I could watch like a 20-hour video of him just doing different front crooks and not get bored. So, not to mention he's just also really good at skating. Number 3, we have Luan Oliveira, who was I was juggling between second and third for him because he is one of my favorite skaters for sure. His style is amazing. He goes 1,000 miles an hour for every trick he does. He pops his tricks insanely high, and the tricks he does are just mind-blowing. So he is definitely up there with my top favorite skateboarders. I watched him skate live at Battle of the Barracks, and he would go like literally 3 times as fast as any of the other skaters and pop it twice as high. And just like, that's just the way he skates, which is really cool to me. I don't think anyone else has a style like his. Not to mention, he seems like one of the most down-to-earth skaters that I've heard of. He just like super humble, super nice guy. Just by the way he acts, and I haven't met him, but just seems like an awesome guy. So that's why he gets the 3rd spot on this list. And taking 2nd place, we have Andrew Reynolds, and I was really gonna put him at number 1, and the only reason I didn't, and don't get mad at me for saying this because it's gonna sound kind of mean, but he is outdated. And what I mean by that, not as like he's some old guy that doesn't skate anymore, because he still skates and still absolutely kills it, but there are guys that are better at skating than him now, and he is the boss. I mean, his nickname's the boss for a reason, because he is insanely good at skateboarding. One of the best skateboarders, in my opinion. He just doesn't have like the new age technical street skating stuff, I guess. He does huge frontside flips, perfect frontside flips. And he's like a perfectionist. He has that OCD thing that I have kind of, not nearly as much as Andrew Reynolds does, but like I watched a documentary on him and he'd do like a trick, land it what we see as perfect, but he'd be like, oh, my hand was aiming the wrong way when I landed, so I have to redo it. And he just has that like perfectionist attitude that I really like, and I could watch his skate videos forever. I put in 6 of his clips in this video just because 5 wasn't enough and because I wanted to put in more, but then that wouldn't be fair to the other guys. So watch some Andrew Reynolds footage. It is amazing. He still kills it. He is the boss for a reason, and he's definitely like pretty much tied for number 1. But I just gave him number 2 because there's still people that do gnarlier stuff technically. You know what I mean? I don't really know how to word it, but he is one of my favorite skaters. Taking the number 1 spot, in my personal opinion, is Shane O'Neill. My reasoning for that is he seems like the coolest guy to hang out with. He seems like by far the most down-to-earth guy. Just the chillest guy. Like, if he didn't skate, I'd want to be his friend because he seems so awesome, you know what I mean? And not to mention, the tricks he does are absolutely insane. His Welcome to Primitive part, every trick in there was either switch, nollie, or ridiculously hard. And it is impossible to put out a video part that gnarly, and he did it. And it blew my mind, and I've watched that video part many times, and it's probably by far my favorite video part. So the whole reason I put him above Andrew Reynolds is because, like I was saying earlier, Andrew Reynolds can't do the tricks that Shane O'Neill does, and that's just because it's like a whole different like genre of skating. Andrew Reynolds is just like the boss doing his own thing of amazingness, and then Shane O'Neill is like this whole new age technical skateboarding stuff. So it's like me growing up in the era of this new technical stuff, I'm obviously gonna like gravitate towards Shane O'Neill being my favorite skater, but just because of the tricks he's doing. They both have an awesome personality in my opinion, both Shane and Andrew, but Shane just seems like he just tops it off by barely any, just because of like his style, his tricks, and just his personality.
Get away from my inhuman race with a rebel on that track with gunplay. Outcast my head, my mouth is full of gold, and I'm a city boy.
So that just about sums up this video. I know some of you may agree with me and some of you may extremely disagree with me. So I want you to write in the comments right now, who is your personal favorite skateboarder, and then who do you think the best skateboarder is? If there is, like, if those two things are different, because I think Nyjah is one of the best skaters, but he's not my favorite skater. So maybe those two things are different. Leave a comment down below what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, help this video get to 2,000 likes. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, all that's on screen as well as the description. I do my best to reply to people. Snapchat's probably your best bet to snap me and I'll reply. Just like a personal bonding experience, you know what I mean? I do my best to reply to Instagram DMs, and if I don't, I still appreciate the follow. I'll be in touch. Contact me if you want to. I'm always down for a nice conversation about skateboarding. Goodbye.